I'm Simba, and thanks for joining us today. If this is your first time coming over and seeing this video, I'll greatly recommend you to go to our first lesson that we had on algebraic fractions so that you get a better understanding of where we're coming from and what we're trying to achieve. So for this algebraic fraction, this one involves us factorizing both the numerator and the denominator. We can definitely not simplify this one as it stands right now. We can only simplify it after we have factorized the numerator and the denominator. So as a start, we can try and simplify these separately so that you can get a better understanding of what I'm trying to say. So we have to factorize x squared minus 3x. Okay? So how do we achieve this? The first thing that we're supposed to do is to try and identify what's common in x squared and in minus 3x. Okay? So we have to find the common factor. So as you can already see, the common factor here is x. We've got x in here and we've got x here. So x becomes our common factor. So we say x and then we say open bracket. Okay? So now what we're simply doing is to say x squared divided by x. What do we get? That's the answer that we write here. Okay? So we're going to say x squared divided by x. What do we get? So we are left with 1x. Okay? So we are left with 1x. So this 1x is the one that we write here. Okay? And then we take our minus sign, which is here. And now we're now saying 3x divided by x. 3x divided by x. What do we get? X cancels the x here. So we remain with 3. Okay? So we come here and we write 3. So in essence, we have factorized x squared minus 3x to get x open bracket x minus 3 close bracket. Okay, now the second part requires us to factorize the denominator. So we now have to factorize x squared plus 4x minus 21. Okay. So how do we go about it? So the first thing that we're supposed to do is to find the factors of 21. So we draw our little table here and we write 21. So what we're now trying to do is to look for the smallest number other than 1 that can divide into 21 without leaving a remainder. So it definitely can't be 2, but 3 can. So we're now saying 21 divided by 3. What do we get? We get 7. When we get 7, we're now also looking for another number. The smallest number that divides 7 apart from 1 and that doesn't leave a remainder. So it's definitely not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. So it is 7. Okay. So 7 into 7, we get 1. So now what we're supposed to do is we use these factors that we got, okay? 3, 3, and 7. So we're not supposed to use 3 and 7 or manipulate 3 and 7 so that we get the coefficient of x, which is plus 4. Okay? So we have to play around with these two numbers that we got from 21. These two numbers. We have to either add them together or subtract them together so that we get plus 4, which is the coefficient of x. So for starters, we can say 3 plus 7. What does it give us? It gives us 10. Is 10 equal to plus 4? Definitely not. So we have to try to manipulate it again. We can say 7 minus 3. What do we get? We get 4. Is 4 and 4 equal? definitely. So we have to use 7 minus 4 in our algebraic expression, okay, to replace 4. Okay, so in simpler terms, what we're trying to say is to say 7x minus 3x is equal to 4x. So where we have this 4x, we're going to replace it with 7x minus 3. So how will we do it? We're going to say x squared, right, plus, we're no longer saying 4x, we're now saying 7x minus 3x, and then minus 21. I'll look for what's common in this and this, okay? So what's common in x squared and in 7x? Definitely x, okay? So you write down x, open bracket, x squared divided by x squared divided by x, we remain with 1x, okay? We remain with 1x. So we come here and we put our x, plus 7x divided by x, 7x divided by x, x cancels out this x, we remain with 7, and then we close our bracket, okay? We do the same for here. What's common in minus 3x and 21? It's definitely 3, because 3 can get into 21, okay, without leaving a remainder. So it's definitely 3, okay? So we say minus 3, open bracket, minus 3x divided by 3. So it's now minus 3x divided by 3. Divided by minus 3, sorry. Yes. So minus 3 cancels out minus 3, we remain with an x. Okay? And then we now have minus 21 divided by minus 3. So it's now minus 21 divided by minus 3. Okay? This cancels out this, we remain with plus 7. Okay? So it becomes plus 7. And then we close our bracket. Okay? So we then take these terms that are outside of the brackets to have x minus 3. These inside the brackets are the same. They always have to be the same. And we write x plus 7. Close bracket. Okay? So as we can see, we factorize the numerator, which is x squared minus 3x, to get x, open bracket, x minus 3, close bracket. And then we try to factorize x squared plus 4x minus 21 to get x minus 3, x plus 7. Okay? So we now definitely have to write this out and simplify it. Okay? So when we factorize this, we got this. So we write x, open bracket, x minus 3, close bracket. Okay? And then all over, what did we do with the denominator? The denominator as well, we factorized it. When we factorize the denominator, this, we got this answer. Okay? So we come here and we write it down. X minus 3, x plus 7. Okay? So if you had seen the earlier videos as well on algebraic fractions, you figure something out. They're now more or less common, like the one that we're doing earlier on. We look for the common factor in the numerator and the denominator. So there's x minus 3 and here there's x minus 3. So they cancel out each other. So what are we left with? Okay? So essentially we are left with x all over x plus 7. So this becomes the simplified fraction of this. I really hope you understood. Thank you.